Lifestyles of the rich and famous is what my next guest is famous for. He's been seen on such TV shows as Oprah Winfrey, the Travel Channel, and the Food Channel, to name just a few. I'm here with Doug Turner, president of Millionaires Concierge, and we're right here in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. But we could be anywhere in the world because you go everywhere in the world and you make dreams come true.
Yes, I do, Mary. I make dreams come true all over the world. You name it, I have it. I'm like the yellow pages for the rich and famous.
Well, Oprah said that your job is a fantasy with a paycheck.
It's a fantasy with a paycheck. I love what I do, and what I offer and sell is my lifestyle. I mean, I get to go on a lot of the trips. I sell fun. I mean, it's a fun job.
Well, how did this job get started?
Back in 1985, I started a place called the Auto Toy Store, which became the largest in the world in exotic cars. We sold Rolls-Royce, Ferrari, Bentley, Aston Martin, race cars. We sold cars from $100,000 to $1 million. And guys would come in from all over the world, and they'd want to, charter a yacht, or wanted to know where to go to dinner, or needed a hotel, or a limo, or a plane to the islands. And I used to do it just because I had the connections. Because of where I worked, I knew everybody. And I did it for fun. I didn't charge anybody. In '96, my mom said, why don't you start a business? So we came up with the name Millionaires Concierge, patented, and the rest is history. We got on Oprah and a bunch of shows, and the business just took off, and here we are.
Well, it is exciting, but I'm sure it's more work than it is fun. So what's a typical day like in the world of Millionaires Concierge?
Typical day is people emailing me and calling me for tickets, yacht charters, jet charters, helicopter trips. I have little one-day excursions all over the world. I have one called Pretty Woman, where a limousine picks you up, takes you to a private jet. I have it all catered inside, takes you to New York. Limousine then to a restaurant, and then the limousine to a Broadway show, Best Seats in the House. And then after that, jet back, just like in the movie Pretty Woman. That's one of my many, many trips that I do on my little one-day excursions.
Wow. Well, it sounds great, but it's so difficult. I mean, what you do, I can't even imagine what you do. So has there been anything that has been difficult or impossible for Millionaires Concierge?
No, I'm a yes man. I'm a concierge. If I can't do it, I have someone that can. I just, no is not in my vocabulary.
And what about price ranges? Is from what to what here?
I have, tickets from a couple $100s to yacht charters that could be $300,000 or $400,000. I have a lot of little one-day trips, little excursions all around the world to private islands, helicopters. They're anywhere from $2,000 to $15,000. I have one called Treasure Island, where a limousine picks you up, takes you to a jet helicopter. I have a bottle of Dom Perignon in the back for them. I fly them down to the Keys. They land, a limousine picks them up, takes them to a private boat into a private island. You have table right in the sand. The water's coming up to your table. I mean, it's very exclusive. I send people down for sunsets, and I like to send them down when it's a full moon. There's fiery tiki torches all around your table. There's a big fire pit there. Little baby key deer come up to your table. It's very romantic. There's no kids allowed. And that's one of my neat trips also here in South Florida.
Well, it sounds exciting, and I would like to use the service, but I think I better check the limit on my American Express card.
Yeah, that's all we take is American Express or wire transfer.
Let me ask you, exotic experiences. Tell us some of the exotic experiences that you create with Millionaire Concierge.
I had a gentleman call me from Germany once. He wanted to dump 50 dozen roses out of a helicopter into a swimming pool on the roof all over his lawn for an anniversary. Sure enough, we did it. He came out, toasted champagne to her. He had a big cake out there. We started dumping roses out of the helicopter. The guy's in the back with gloves because they're long-stemmed, thorned roses. He's kept dumping them out. It took about 15 minutes. The roses are everywhere. The neighbors are out wondering what's going on. And we did it, and it was just amazing. The helicopter's blowing the roses everywhere. It was the most spectacular thing you've ever seen.
Oh, it doesn't get any better than that.
Doesn't get any better. That's just one of many. We do celebrity meet and greets. We hire celebrities to show up at parties. We hire singers for weddings, parties. I mean, we can pretty much get anybody in the world. I mean, that's a big thing of mine. It's a lot of people, and it's nothing like surprising your loved ones and your friends to have a famous person show up at your party. It's pretty special.
That would be quite a surprise.
It's
I mean,
quite a
I
surprise.
could have Brad Pitt or Angelina Jolie or Sylvester Stallone, correct?
If the price is right, yes, we can make it happen.
What are some of the most popular experiences you create, Doug?
Well, I have a fighter jet you can go in, which is really something, an L-39 Albatross fighter jet that you can ride in. I have a stunt plane you can fly in, state-of-the-art $500,000 stunt plane. I have a Formula One car you can drive, which is the real Formula One car. It's $1.5 million the car. It's an ex-Formula One car. I mean, I have things that people don't even know about that you can actually do here in the United States.
Well, those experiences take a lot of people, and I know you're all over the world. Is that correct? Tell us some of the locations you are.
Locations, I mean, I serve all over the world. Popular locations that I have are here in South Florida, the Bahamas, New York. I do a lot of stuff in Aspen, Las Vegas, and LA. Business has really grown. I love what I do, and I just, you know, I'm living the lifestyle at the same time.
Well, I'm sure there's a lot of people watching right now that would like to contact you. How would they contact you?
You must go to my website. It's millionairesconcierge.com, and we have an 800 number, which is 888-6-STAR. So it's easy to contact, and we're 24/7.
Well, your website is fabulous and your service is fabulous, and I thank you so much for sharing that with us. And I hear that now you have a limousine waiting, a private jet. You're going to take us to New York.
We're going to go on the Pretty Woman trip, right?
Oh,
We're going to
that's
go right
great.
to New York and have dinner and go to a Broadway show and have a good dinner and fly right back.
Sounds great to me. Are you picking up the tab?
I'm picking up the tab.
Thanks.
Thank you, Mary.